Alright, let's do this thing. Alright guys, welcome to the Mojave Desert. We're out here getting ready to go hike that sand dune right behind me, which is really tall. This is not our first time hiking in sand dunes per se. We spent some time in the Great Sand Dunes National Park. Is it Great Sand Dunes? But anyway, so we've done our fair share in Colorado in our national park. That was the hardest hike of our lives. And so we know we're getting ourselves into an adventure, but thankfully this hike is much shorter than the one we did there. It's supposed to be around 3-ish miles round trip. Hey, but you'll find that the cool thing about the sand dunes is that they do give the trail to get to the dunes, and then once when you're on the dunes, it's free game and you can go wherever you want. Also, a lot of sand dunes are super dog friendly just because there's not a lot of life out there. So Coda gets to join us, we get to have a great hike, and hopefully it doesn't get too windy this afternoon. Otherwise, it's not going to be fun.
We are about a mile into our hike. It's been pretty good so far. Nothing too crazy, couple steeper inclines, but we're getting to the part where it's about to start getting hard. I can't help but notice all the plant life that you guys see. All the plant life around here. It goes up pretty high, and as Jayla said, we've been to the Great National Sand Dunes in Colorado a good couple times. We really love it there. So it's a no-brainer to come here. But the plant life there doesn't go very far up. But like, before it even starts getting sand, the plant life kind of just ends there. And it doesn't go up the dune for the most part. But here, probably because of elevation and stuff, the plants go almost all the way up. So that's cool. The wind is kicking up pretty decently. It's a little chilly, but it's not blowing sand in our face, so you can't be angry, especially since it kind of helps us keep cool and whatnot. Oh, there were a couple people who were coming down from the hike, and then there was a family behind us, but they kind of stopped at the very beginning to play in the sand because there were a bunch of kids. So I think we have this whole place to ourselves basically, which is also really cool.
Right, so I see 3 options for us, and I think there's more too, but on the right hand side or left hand side there's footprints going down a really steep part, but I feel like that's where people
yeah, I see the footprints too. It looks like they just run down in there.
And then, like, almost straight ahead of us you see like a curve.
A couple, yeah, a little bit, yeah.
That still looks really
right there.
to me. Or we could keep going a little bit this way and walk the ridge, and I feel like that would be less steep.
Like all the way up.
You can see the sand
here
going off the top of that dune.
Oh yeah, just barely.
That's so cool.
So this ridge right here, all the way up the Snicko Way.
Yeah, I feel like if we
Boom.
could keep like going diagonal, we
Go
don't have
up.
to like go all the way down to the bottom of it. But I think it will be less steep.
Whatever, I don't care. I'd walk straight up it, I guess. I don't really care. Depends how much of a challenge you want. Or if you want to take longer and be a different challenge. I think it's a challenge either way.
I don't know what I want. I'm really distracted by the sand blowing off of it. It looks so cool.
Well, I don't know.
Like,
I think the ridge would be cool. So I think if we just, like you said, snake our way a little bit and then just decide where on the ridge we want to head up,
yeah,
that'll probably be good. So let's do that.
Alright, sounds good. You ready, KODA'S? Let's go.
KODA sees it.
Found the hard part. Very steep. And it's 1 step forward, 2 steps back. I feel like it's fine. I'm going nowhere.
Just slide half a foot backwards and you take a step.
Oh gosh.
More.
Surprise.
Congratulations, you have more.
Almost to the top though. Water break.
Koda's getting hot. It's because she's running around.
Hi, girl. Ridge line.
Made it to our ridge, following our path. Sort of. Actual peak up there. We're at 1.4 miles. So we just gotta walk our little ridge here now. Hardest part's hopefully done with right here. There's a lot of steep sand, and then look, you can see the rest of the sand dunes. That's cool. So like on the steep part there was no wind at all, and so it's starting to get hot. I think Koda was overheating, and yeah, it was getting really hot. But then you step up here, and obviously it's super windy and it's cool. Like I said earlier, it feels great. Thank goodness. There's our spot all the way down there where we parked. Made it! Woo!
Woo.
Woo! We're at the top. It was exactly 1.5 miles on my watch. Took us about an hour and 16 minutes with stops and whatnot along the way. But it's a great view. And it's a little windy if you're on the other side of the ridge. But it's good we did it. It makes you remember a little bit of our hike in the Great National Sand Dunes or whatever it is.
Great Sand Dunes.
That one was 8 miles total round trip. And that one was really hard. Because we were in the dunes. Up a dune, down a dune, up a dune, down a dune versus just up one big dune this time. So, makes you remember though.
Yeah, imagine getting to the top of this dune, and then there's 4 more after.
That are taller.
That are
Because that's
taller.
what we did. Not taking anything away from this dune, of course. But
This dune
it was fun.
so hard.
That was the hardest hike we probably ever did. This one was pretty tough.
Yeah.
I would not put it in the hardest though, just because it was short and there was only one tall one.
It was short. And
So,
we
it was good though.
were able to find a lot of hard sand too to walk on.
Oh yeah.
If you could find those spots, it makes such a difference because you're not sinking down into it as much. So the worst part was just this last little section where we were sinking in, and it was steep. Oh, what?
Oh, Koda, you're being so needy.
It's okay. But it should be a lot faster getting down.
We're gonna run and jump.
And get super sandy.
Yeah, last time too, we were like every, I mean, I felt like every like 10 to 20 minutes we were dumping our shoes out, but we haven't stopped to dump our shoes out. I don't have a whole lot of mine to dump out, but
I have a lot
last time it was rough.
We'll have to show you at the end of this hike how much we have in our shoes.
Yeah. So me and Koda just ran down this whole thing. And then there's Jayla. Look at her go. Sliding down on her butt. Being safe. And slow. Do whatever you want. Make it down. There she goes. She's running now. She butt slid the whole way. You can see her tracks behind her. Those are butt slide tracks. Now she's running. There you go. Look at you now.
It's scary because it was really, really steep up there.
You can see it, and you can see your butt slides. Right up there, and then you can see the tracks.
I was like sliding down and slipping, and I felt like my knees were getting stuck. But now I have a pocket full of sand.
Pocket full of sand. We're almost all the way down the steepest part.
I feel like your feet kind of get used to the sand after a while, but then as soon as it's gone, like out of your shoe, you're like, whoa, I have so much more room. My feet wiggle.
It's weird. She's tired. After our long hike, we pulled up to this nice spot right here. As you can see behind me, there's the dune we just climbed. Over there, over that way, is where the entrance was, so like 2 minutes away at most. They had a nice little free campground right here. There's some fire pits. It's a nice little quiet area that we're gonna settle down for the night, make some dinner, and just enjoy the sunset on the sand dunes. So that should be really fun. Kind of hang out, enjoy the warmth, hide behind the car from the little bit of wind that's coming in. And yeah, we had a blast climbing it. So thank you all so much for watching and joining us on this super cool adventure. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you're feeling extra, you guys can join our Patreon. We'd like to thank all the Patreon members we do have and all the support that they give us and everything. And always remember, never stop chasing that epic adventure.